Hello and welcome to 8 Bowl Super Speedway Sight to Chase race number 1 of the NRSL Hooters Series season. It all comes down to this: 16 drivers and 10 races. Need to get off to a good start here because only 30 points will separate the top seed of this with the 16th seed when we start to chase the front row today. Chaser Chris Louvier will start outside alongside Matt Dixon. Zach Kreller, Matt Duncan, row 2, and all Chaser row 3 with Kyle Matthews and Mason Neal. Card Pollard, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, row 4, and Brian Patterson, Jordan Davis, row 5. Here's the rest of your starting grid. Charles Sanford and William Duncan come in as the two top seeds of the chase, tied with 3 wins this season at 5,045 points. Kyle Collins, Max Newworth, and Time Pollard all tied for 3rd with 2 wins this season at 5,030. And the rest of these drivers all tied with 1 win at 5,015 points this season to start the chase. Maxwell Chan, Alex May, Mary Shelley, Dylan Young, Preston Plord, Sky Commons, Chris Louvier, Kyle Matthews, Mason Neal, Stephen Pollard III, and Henry Powers. As you saw, the final row, Time Pollard and Matthew Marias. Drivers looking to get off to a good start here today. And then there's the drivers who, like Matt Dixon, Zach Kreller here, don't have anything really to fight for other than pride the final 10 races. One thing I'd like to throw out there since I have the extra time: the 06 of Sam Young, just looking for a top 10, has not gotten a single one of them yet this season. As here's the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
We saw yesterday a chaser going to victory lane in the form of Jay Stella, locking themselves into the second round, because after 3 races we will eliminate the bottom 4 drivers out of the chase, and we'll do that every 3 chase races. So drivers looking to get off to a good start here today, and it looks like the entire field got rolling. So the onboards that we will carry in this one will be the 9 of Charles Sanford carrying the Dodge onboard, 6 of William Duncan, the Ford onboard, 00 Kyle Collins, the Chevy onboard, Max Newart, the Geico onboard camera, Maxwell Chan, the Henkel onboard camera there, Alex May, the Coast Guard onboard camera. Let's go back to the 60. There was something weird over here. Possible issue with Stephen Pollard III. Green flag is out and we're underway, and Stephen Pollard III has issues. One of the chasers with issues to start off the chase. Tough break for the guy who came in with all the momentum in the world, winning Richmond, and now let's see if his chase is actually going to even get off to a good start at all, or will it be a 42nd? Just a flat tire on the 57, so they will be able to run today, but tough break to start the chase off for Stephen Pollard III. I didn't even get through all the onboards. Oh well, we'll cover those if we need to. So Chris Louvier, though, getting out to the front of the chase pack now already. Not going to lead the lap. Zach Kreller is going to do that, and here comes Matt Duncan in the 50. Made it through 26 races. Now I'm starting to mess up everywhere. Okay, wow. Reason I was messing up though is because Mason Neal in the 39's making a move up to the front now into 3rd. And Stephen Pollard III getting off pit lane is going to lose a lap to the race leaders, possibly more. Mason Neal thought about making the dive behind the 50, was unable to, now gets back in behind the 1 and is going to lose some spots here through turns 3 and 4. And Kreller, who led the first lap, not going to lead the second, just like yesterday. 2 laps, 2 different leaders. Matt Duncan now leads the field at 8 Bowl. Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, who has a win this season, not able to get to the top 30 in points, so that's why Kazuyoshi is not in the chase. Top 4, now top 5 single file as Eric Powers even gets to the top spot now. And Kreller makes the move inside of Kazuyoshi now for the race, or for second I should say. Powers follows. And it looks like Duncan's going to lead 2 laps in a row. So yesterday we saw the Chasers taking command of the top spots. Not so much today. Matt Duncan going to lead 2 laps in a row. Time Pollard is off the pace. Trouble for the 04 car. It's not even close. Wow, so troubles for Chasers to start the race. Kind of confused about that. Okay, Duncan though continues to pace the lead, pace the field, the rookie out in front, which is not a sentence you normally get to say about super speedway like this. Normally people fear the rookies here, as second through fourth now all Chasers. Here comes Powers, wants the race lead. He and Mason Neal, 2 of the rookies, also going to make the move. Maybe that's why Louvier wasn't making a move. Didn't know what to expect with 3 rookies around him. But new leader now as we get the first sight of these orange cars leading the field. The chase schemes out in front now is Eric Powers and Mason Neal. Mason Neal not able to get there. And Powers now is going to be able to lead a lap here at 8 Bull. As they start to catch up to Stephen Pollard III, who's only going 160. Oh, that was nearly bad. Zach Kreller gets out to the lead. So, more problems than just a flat tire for the 57, still off the pace. Only going 169 now, as still drivers having problems getting around the 57. I'm actually kind of shocked he didn't get up to better speed than this. If there isn't some sort of I would imagine there has to be some sort of mechanical problem with the 57 that he is still going this slowly. So that's going to single things out a little bit. Zach Kreller kind of all by himself with the lead by almost half a second. And Mason Neal now second. Eric Powers third is going to dispatch of the 0 right away. A lot of orange got around the front. And Mason Neal now to the lead. As I was trying to say, actually a lot of orange got around Pollard. Is what I was trying to say as we check back in on the continuance of trying to get around the 57. This might help the 04 out a lot. I don't know where Time Pollard was on track. There's Time Pollard. He's actually going quicker than these guys trying to get around the 57. Dylan Young, still trapped behind him, is going to be the big loser out of all this. So a third chaser now going to lose the field, and there's the pole sitter, Matt Dixon. Dylan Young finally gets around the 57, but the damage has been done for several chasers in this one as Eric Powers, Mason Neal, Max Newer, 3 chasers run 1, 2, 3 at 8 Bull. There's Dylan Thoreau in the 12. Here comes Mason Neal. And the chasers are going to be 3 wide for the top spot. Max Neuwirth, a 2-time winner this season, looking for win number 3. He won 4 times in the Truck Series so far in the regular season. Didn't win yesterday. So looking for win number 7 combined this season. Hasn't been the Cup season that he really would have wanted. And new leader now, Dylan Thoreau, as Max Neuwirth not going to be able to lead. Still only one. There is something mechanically wrong with that 57. Just not able to keep the speed at all. Kreller now going for second. And Sky Commons, one of the chasers. We haven't talked about him yet today, as we're going to be halfway home next time by. Now up into fourth, the Dollar General Chevrolet. Now is the top chaser. And just look at the separation there. Massive damage done to the 5, basically. Whoa, Mason Neal, I should say. I'm getting my Masons mixed up. Big brake check there in turns 3 and 4. Not quite sure what happened to the 39, but lost a ton of ground there. As Max Neuwirth now to 4th. Kyle Matthews runs 5th. Now Alex May going to take away that spot. Let's check in on our regular season points leader just to see how it is, because he's one of the guys that got caught up behind. Charles Sanford runs 32nd. Looking back here for anyone else, Chris Livier, who started on the outside pole, is back in 19th right now. And you see these guys up here are the ones basically that are consisting of our lead pack, as they start to kind of catch the 57 again. Alex May wants second now. He's up to 3rd, wants second away from Kreller. Not going to get a whole lot of help. Now when he's in the corner, he'll get the tow and some help from behind in the form of Max Neuwirth and Kyle Matthews. And Max Neuwirth now wants to dispose of Alex May. He wants the 2nd spot. Dylan Thoreau continues to pace this field. 3 wide, 2 chasers there. 21 and 38. Nearly contact between Alex May and Kyle Matthews. Clean and green so far. And there's Pollard. They'll catch him within the next about lap, I would say. Or should catch him within the next lap. And who's going to be able to navigate around this the best? Zach Kreller did it the best the last time. Got himself out to almost a 2nd lead. There is the 57. Who's going to get pinned? Alex May with the move. Contact made between the 57 and the 21. And May is off in the distance. Here comes Kreller around the outside to get 2nd. Finally gets clear as Dylan Thoreau. Sky Commons needs to make the move to the inside. Not able to do so as they go around the outside now of the 57. Now Steven gets out of the way of the leader, or the leaders there. I don't know what his mentality is. He did decide to block a chaser, though. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hectic. Alex May clear by a 2.5 seconds right now with 6 to go. Pollard blocking all lines of the track that he possibly can. Trying to get back up to our leaders now. There's Alex May. There's Time Pollard. Zach Kreller needing some help from behind as it's a basically single file up front. They pulled in by a second though, now down to half a second between Alex May and Zach Kreller. Kreller makes a move towards the outside. Bit early to have made the move if you ask me, because Alex May could have easily just blocked him there. Dylan Thoreau's actually going to, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Alex May with the block. Kreller tried to put his nose in there, not able to do so. And Alex May, whether or not to think big picture now at this point. Does he think to the next round and block for the heart's content, or does he think about how many chasers have had issues today and how many have gotten stuck behind people and try and just take a good points day? Zach Kreller could care less either way. He's going for the top spot. Newark to the outside as well. 4 to go. Kreller now clear. Amanda Shelley also clear. Going to go to the outside. Only a handful of chases I see right there in that picture. Dylan Thoreau to the inside of Amanda Shelley. And Alex May, Max Newark back into second and third. Sky Commons fourth now, a chaser. And there's Dylan Young as well, 40th right now. Max Newark makes the move on Alex May now. Battle of the Chasers for the top chaser spot here and for second on the racetrack. Sky Commons now to third. Kyle Matthews trying to fend off. He's going to be sixth, I would say. As Jake Baskinger now makes the move inside of Alex May for position. This is for fourth. So Alex May starting to fade a little bit now because he doesn't have any help. Here comes Eric Powers, teammates up here now. And Alex May ducks back in line just quick as possible. 2 to go this time. Dylan Thoreau. Here comes Sky Commons. I think we're done with lap cars now at this point, unless Time Pollard factors into this. Here comes Sky Commons, but Dylan Thoreau makes the move even lower, and I see him there. There's Time Pollard. He might factor into this. The leaders will see the white flag this time by Thoreau to the outside of Pollard. Pollard's going to block Newark a little bit here. Sky Commons to second. And will Dylan Thoreau be able to hold on for the victory? Marcus Bruno onto the pits. I don't think Commons is going to have enough to catch him. Especially not if they're battling. Thoreau with the block to all lanes. Pollard's not going to be an issue there this time. And off the final corner, definitely not the same thing we saw yesterday. A non-chaser is going to go to victory lane today. Off the final corner, it's going to be Dylan Thoreau, the Supercuts dodge for Fitz Bradshaw Racing. Side by side, almost at the line. Not enough. Alex May, fourth. Kazuyoshi, Commons, Plord, Mason Neal, ninth. Matthews 8th and Newworth 10th. So look at the bottom of this. You see it there. Marcus Bruno ended up 2 laps down. Not quite sure what happened to the 20. But a rough day for a few chasers there. You see Dylan Young 39th, Time Pollard 40th, and Stephen Pollard III with the roughest start of all, 42nd. Bruno actually retires Matt Dixon fell victim to the lap car conundrum. So too did Jordan Davis, Ben Newworth, Henry Powers, one of the chasers back there 35th. It'll be interesting to see what happens here, but nobody locked into round number 2 of the chase today, as Dylan Thoreau gets the job done in the Fitzbradshaw number 12. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't for more content. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.